Welcome to Salty Esquire. My name is Chad Ropes. I'm a licensed attorney in the state of California and the host for this show. Today's topic, 5 tips to help you win your family law case. Let's get started. Tip number 1, dress code. This is very important and it's an issue that most people overlook. Spending over 20 years in and out of numerous courtrooms, it becomes apparent that there are basically 2 types of people in a courtroom. There are the people that work there, the judges, the attorneys, the court staff, and then there are the clients. In many cases, these are the potential criminals. When you enter a courtroom, the people that work there are going to presume that you are in one of those 2 categories. The employees, the attorneys, the judges, the mediators, they are given a certain level of credibility, a certain status that is above the potential criminals. If you want to gain that status, you have to dress for the part. Meaning, you're either going to be presumed to be a criminal or an attorney. Which one would you like? Well, if you want to win your case, I would strongly suggest that you should be perceived as an attorney, part of the legal staff, as opposed to a potential criminal. For men, wear a suit and tie. It's not that difficult. And I know a lot of men out there, you don't even own a suit or a tie or a dress shirt or dress shoes. This is one of those occasions that it's worth it to go purchase that. Even if it means go to the thrift store, spend $20, buy a suit, buy a tie. It's worth every penny you spend. When it comes to the women, don't dress like you're going to the club. You want the court to perceive you as a caring, nurturing mother. There should be no skin showing, no cleavage, no short skirts. Dress like you're going to church, or a Sunday school teacher, or a librarian. These are all positive stereotypes. You need to dress for the part that you're playing. Tip number 2, know when to talk, and even more importantly, know when not to talk. This is the biggest mistake I see people that are representing themselves in court make over and over again. If you're unsure of how the court procedures work, sit in court a day or so before your hearing. Watch how this specific judge runs his or her courtroom. There are very specific times when you are allowed to speak during a court hearing, and there are even more times when you are not supposed to speak at all. It is very frustrating for the judge, the mediator, whoever is running the court hearing if you don't understand the basic procedures. If you are interrupting the other party or the attorney that is speaking. And the most important thing, never interrupt the judge, the commissioner, whoever is running the hearing. They are in charge. Wait till they're done. Ask if it is appropriate for you to speak. This will save everybody a lot of hassle and it'll definitely help you win your case. Number 3, get to the point. This is a very difficult one because if you sit and you watch a lot of court hearings, especially when the attorneys are running the hearings, many times it seems like they just talk and talk and talk. It's hard to understand what point they're bringing up. They just keep rambling on and on. As a pro per, somebody representing yourself, this is a habit you need to avoid. Get to the point you are trying to make and stay on topic. It is very difficult to win your family law case if the judge is asking you to speak about child custody and you're talking about child support. Don't quote the law to the judge or to the other attorneys in the hearing. Not only is this somewhat offensive, most of the time you're going to be wrong anyway. Quote facts. Deal with the actual facts of your case. Let the court and the other attorneys deal with what laws will pertain to those facts. Many times it is more beneficial for you to not bring up specific laws. Because like I said, there's a good chance you're going to be wrong about whether that law pertains to your case or whether a different law or set of facts may pertain. So deal with the facts. Let the court deal with the law. Number 5, answer the question that is asked. I see this happen almost every day when I'm in court. Many times, the people that are testifying, they don't listen to the question. They presume they know what the question's going to be, and they answer what they presume the question is, instead of actually waiting for the question to be done and answering that specific question. If an attorney or a judge asks you, did you go to your ex-wife's house on Friday? There's only 2 correct answers, yes or no. If you start your answer with, well, on Thursday I went here, or I never go to her house on Fridays, you're not answering the question. In fact, many times you are going to hurt your own case because you're giving up information that may be harmful to you. So listen carefully to the question and only answer that specific question. Not only will this make the process work more smoothly, but odds are you're going to get a better result because you're going to be listening to what is actually being asked of you. Lastly, I'd like to add a bonus tip in here. This one seems very self-explanatory, very obvious, yet it comes up quite often. Be prepared for your hearing. Don't show up to your hearing without the proper documents and without going through what you believe your testimony is going to be or the questions are going to be asked of you so that you have a prepared answer. Showing up to court on the day of your trial and telling the judge, oh, well, I have this document, but it's at home. Or I kept a record of this, I just don't have it with me, isn't going to do you any good. On the day of your hearing, that is your day to shine. Be prepared, bring all the documents that you may need. It's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. So, go over our 5 tips. Let's start with 1. Dress appropriately for court. Number 2, know when to speak, and most importantly, know when not to speak. Number 3, get to the point. Stay on topic. Number 4, don't quote the law to the judge, the court, or the other attorneys. Odds are you're going to be wrong and it's not going to help your case. And lastly, number 5, answer the questions that are asked of you and only those questions that are asked of you. And of course, be prepared for your hearing. So remember, if you want to win your family law case, follow these 5 tips. If you think this information has been helpful for you, please leave a comment, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and remember, when it comes to the law, take everything you hear with a grain of salt.